you doing today?
Pretty good, how are you?
Hi, I'm Courtney. I'll be your counselor in detox.
Keisha.
Keisha, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, tell me why you're here, Miss Keisha.
Well, last week I overdosed on some Xanax, and it was with combination of drinking some alcohol. And my mom, I was supposed to go to a meeting with my mom, and she came in and was asking what was taking so long. We were running late, and she found me that I had overdosed, and I was laying on the floor. So I was taken to the hospital to get my stomach pumped, and I just recently found out that I was pregnant. So she told me that I either had to make a decision to get treatment or to move out of her house or to get the baby up for adoption. And I felt like the right decision was just to get treatment.
Well, I'm glad you made that decision, and I'm glad you're here because I think that was the best one for you and your unborn child. So tell me, how long have you been using Xanax and alcohol?
Well, I started experiencing using Xanax when I was about 13. And me and some friends had went to a party, and it was just kind of, everybody was just passing it around. I wasn't too familiar with what it was, but I had only heard good things about it. So I tried one, and ever since then, that's always been our hype, and we just continue using. And actually, one of my friends was using, and she got into a wreck, and she passed. And it was due to her using, Xanax and driving. She fell asleep at the wheel. This was about 3 years ago.
Now, when you took the Xanax and the alcohol, was there something going on at that time, or?
Well, yes. The dude who I just found to be the father of my child, him and I were having some issues. I had found out that he had started talking to a girl who I know, who I thought was a friend of mine, but there was some undercover activity going on, and I kind of found out about it, and I don't know, I guess I couldn't really deal with it all, and it was either that or I felt like I was going to catch a case because I was going to try to go find her and do harm to her. So I just wanted to kind of like numb the pain and the hurt, and I really didn't have anyone to talk to. I had called one of my best friends, but she was out. She sent me a text message saying that she would call me. And so I just felt like, I just needed that instant numbness. And so, I mean, this is my first time I ever even really overdosed. And I've been mixing it for about 5 years now. So.
Keisha, let me ask you, how old are you?
I'm 24.
You're 24?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have you been working?
Yes, right now I'm looking for a job. I used to work for about 4 years, but they do random drug tests, and I had a failed drug test, so I lost my job.
Okay, so it seems like your use has affected you economically and socially as well. How about school? Did you graduate from high school? Did you attend college?
I graduated and I had started going to college, but then, like I said, I had some relationship problems. Me and him, we've been together for about 4 years, and it was just hard to kind of focus on school and worried about what he's doing, so I hope to go back, but right now my main focus is just the care of my child and for me just to stop using.
Well, that's good that you do have that self-centered focus right now, because when you're trying to work on sobriety, you do need to be selfish in that sense, that you have to focus on yourself and getting better. You can't worry about all the outside things going on in your life with your friends or your boyfriend. You have to work on yourself first so that you can be a better person.
Yeah, and I also kind of want to prove him wrong. He says that my child is going to be nothing but like me. So I kind of want to not only prove to you know, myself, but him as well, that my child will be nothing like me, but only better than me, so I'm going to stop for that reason as well.
You know, I believe whatever gets you motivated, you know, works for me. I mean, we want everyone to have internal motivation, but if it has to start externally, it is a start.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think that you are internally motivated to improve your life. You're young, you have a future ahead of you, you have a child that you're going to have, so I think that you did the right thing by coming here today, and so you should be proud of yourself for that. I hope you are.
Yeah, I am.
So, tell me, what about your plans after you leave detox? What are your plans?
Hopefully find a job and, you know, just get out of my mom's house, because I know she's frustrated at the moment, and it's taking a toll on her as well, with her having to take time off from work, you know, to maintain me and my stability. So I can understand how it's just taking a toll on her. So
what are you, sorry to cut you off, but what about your, specifically your treatment-wise? What are you going to do to stay clean?
Well, the main thing is I know my triggers, so it's like if I get mad or angry and I have nobody to talk to, I think I'm just gonna, from that moment, I'm gonna try to find a positive route. And with this child coming, I think it's just for me just to turn to my Bible and just kind of read that and have some positive motivation, rather than just letting it get to me in a bad way.
Okay, so what about, are you interested in the outpatient treatment, 12-step programs? Would you like to maybe try residential?
Well, yeah, that would get me out of my mom's house, you know, if I was to try a residential facility.
Because in your recovery, it's important for you to take action, you know, not just say what you're going to do. You need to actually get up every day and, like, go to your meetings or, you know, be around other people who are in recovery or in the same phases in their life trying to get better. So you have that model, or you have someone that you can go to who understands what you're going through. So...
And they would help me with all of that.
Yes, I definitely think that, you know, you should look into it. I would prefer you go to residential.
Okay.
But if that's not, I can't force you to do that.
Yeah, I actually think, I hadn't really thought about that. I think that kind of solves one of my problems, which is staying with my mom, so I think that would help me in a sense.
Yes, and in residential you'll get, you know, a lot more intensive treatment, because here in detox you're only here for a short period of time. We try not to dig too much into trauma, because we don't want to get you going and then, you know, we have to leave. But, you know, over there you'll have a counselor that you'll be with for at least 30 days that you can really get in depth with. Okay. And I think that you would benefit from that, and it'd be a safe place for you to be, you know, to get your thoughts straight and get your plan worked out, so that you, when you get out, you can take the proper actions and do the right things.
Yeah, I will definitely look into that then. I appreciate it.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, not at this moment. Well, is the residential, will they take my insurance, or will it have to be an out-of-pocket expense, or would they talk to me when I get there about that?
Well, we can direct you to the admissions department, and we can, they can help you out with as far as what insurance you have, and would it provide, you know, any monetary funds for you to go to residential, or how that works. But I'll let you talk to them about that, because they know way more about it than, you know, I do. That's their expertise.
Okay. I think that was my only question.
Okay, you good?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and it was very nice to meet you.
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Cut!
You good.